Good morning, I'm Clinton Griffiths. Oil prices are now at their highest level in 10 months. Last week, they surged past the $90 a barrel mark, further threatening to increase prices at the pump. After remaining below $80 a barrel for most of the year, oil has soared over 17% in the past 3 weeks, and that's once again raising the cost on everything from transportation to manufacturing. Right now, AAA says the cost of a regular gallon of gas sits at $3.86. That's up 17 cents from this time last year. And take a look at diesel prices, now averaging $4.54 a gallon, up 22 cents from a month ago. Bloomberg reports the trucking industry appears to be heading for a rebound, however, which could increase challenges at a time when domestic fuel stockpiles are at their second lowest seasonal levels since 2000. Diesel futures are already trading near their highest level since January in New York. The increase in energy costs couldn't come at a worse time for farmers as harvest ramps up. Ag Day's Michelle Rook joins me. And Michelle, all of this as the oil industry is once again taking on the renewable fuels industry in court.
The lawsuits challenging the renewable fuel standard come as no surprise to the biofuels industry. In fact, EPA has been sued over these regulations every year since 2013. However, past rulings have not been in the favor of the petroleum industry, and so biofuels groups are hopeful on the outcome. Environmental and fossil fuel organizations have launched a series of lawsuits against the RFS, which established annual volume targets for various renewable fuels for 2023 through 2025. 9 cases have been consolidated in the D.C. Circuit Court. While the reasons for the challenges haven't been outlined, they're likely to mirror past opposition.
You've got oil refiners that have filed suit. This is basically the same lawsuit they've filed every year for the past several years. They're going to argue that the RFS volumes are just not achievable. You've also got the Center for Biological Diversity, National Wildlife Federation. Those groups we know are going to be arguing that EPA did not properly assess the environmental impacts of the renewable fuel standard and the endangered species impacts.
However, Cooper says past court precedent is in their favor.
The agency has a pretty good track record of defending its decisions on the renewable fuel standard. And again, a lot of these same arguments have been made in the past. A lot of them have been rejected by the courts. So there are some precedents here, I think, that we can look at for insight into how this may play out.
He says the irony of the lawsuits is they're coming at the same time the U.S. is facing rising gas and diesel fuel prices.
We don't see any reason why we as a nation and as a collection of various stakeholders shouldn't be coming together to embrace more domestic fuel production and lower carbon renewable fuel production. And that's exactly what the renewable fuel standard does.
Refining companies have also challenged the EPA's denial of small refinery exemptions from the RFS program. I'm Michelle Rook reporting for Ag Day.